Good morning, everyone. My name is Erica, and I'd like to thank you for joining us today for day 3 of our webinar Trilogy, Demystify Microsoft Dynamics CRM. We'll be kicking off the webinar in just a few minutes, but I wanted to quickly point out a couple of housekeeping items. We will be muting all of the participants today, but you'll notice on the right-hand navigation there is a question box. So if you have any questions, just type it into that box, and I am here and happy to help. We'll be addressing any questions for the presenters at the end of our webinar. And if for any reason we run out of time, we'll be sure to follow up with you and get the answers to you. We'll be making both the slides and the recording from today's webinar available for you to download from our website following this morning's presentation. We are excited to have John Zaberla and Gary Christensen here with us today. John is our Microsoft Practice Director and leads our Microsoft practice spanning areas that include Dynamics CRM, Dynamics GP, Dynamics AX, SharePoint, .NET development, business intelligence, and project management initiatives. John has been active in the Microsoft channel for 15 years after starting his career in public accounting. Gary is our CRM practice lead and a senior architect here at Emtec. Gary has been in the Microsoft VAR channel for many years, working with Dynamics CRM since its 1.0 release, Dynamics GP since its release of 1.0, and with Dynamics AX back to 3.0 and 4.0 days. He has completed numerous CRM implementations, performing roles ranging from project management to developer. Gary's expertise within Dynamics CRM platform includes expertise with configuration, report development, customization, and enterprise integrations. And I'm going to turn this over to John Zaberla, and he's going to fast-track the introduction portion since the majority of our audience today has actually already attended at least one of the 2 past days of our webinars. John?
Thanks, Erica, and thanks everybody for joining us again today. As Erica had said, our audience is very similar to the past several days. So in terms of an agenda, we're going to real briefly just touch on the Emtec CRM roadmap like we have the last few days, very, very briefly, and then jump right into USD. So in terms of Emtec and about us, actually, can you go back a couple, Gary, on the slides? Thanks. So just a quick piece on Emtec. We are a larger firm, but yet we're not a small local player. So we kind of position ourselves between the large global Big 4 type firms and the local single site only shop. So in terms of this information, we've covered all this the last few days, and for those that maybe are joining us for the first time, please go to our website where you can get more of the audio surrounding some of the description of this, and we will be putting these slides out on our website as well for today, which also will have some of the same information. In terms of our CRM practice, yes, we've done a lot of different engagements. We are a Gold ERP and CRM practice. And additionally, from a practice perspective, we've been involved in CRM since the beginning days and have a wide range of capabilities spanning project management and business intelligence, infrastructure, and what have you. So kind of moving fast through this, going now to the CRM roadmap. The last couple days we've talked about social listening, which was the Supra aspect of the Spring Wave, and Mira, which was the marketing aspect. Today we're going to talk more on the Leo side, which gets into the Unified Service Desk, which is a really neat piece of the product that really starts to tie together from a call center all the different touch points that you need to see within a service center. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Gary Christensen, who will take us into the product and talk more about USD. Gary?
Thank you, John. So USD, or Unified Service Desk, that's a product that Microsoft has released now with Wave, the Spring Wave that's come out. However, it's had its origins back a number of years ago with the MCS consulting team, the consulting services team within Microsoft. They quickly, they were engaged with some large customers that had call centers, and quickly found out that the core CRM cases and contracts didn't cut it for those type of customers. So what they started embarking on was developing an extension to CRM that was strictly used internally up until now. Well, it was available certain VARs actually too, but it was they started out with an accelerator, all right, that extended CRM for call centers. The main thing that they tried to accomplish here was to try and put a desktop together for agents that had everything at their fingertips. Okay, that they found out was key. So this product has been upgraded for CRM 2013 and now has been released as a separate product on the open market. So a little bit about the Unified Service Desk. Okay, it's the key there is what they call an agent desktop. And this again has evolved, okay, to what it is now over many years. It's everything a service rep needs to quickly resolve an incident or a case, right at their fingertips. It's another key component of it is that they encountered over the years too is that it had to be primarily configurable. In other words, not coded. You didn't need a developer team to come in and a design team and so on to lay this out with the attendant expenses and stretched out time frames. The intent here was to provide a configuration capability that business analysts can use to go in there and quickly set up desktops, set up capability on those desktops, call scripts, etc. And deploy and then maintain. Some of the design criteria was to improve the business metrics, okay, overall for a call center. In other words, reduce the average handling time, increase first call resolution, and increase customer satisfaction, most importantly. This provides they wanted to provide a unified experience, okay, the ability to have different scripts out there for different types of requests that come in. Also, the surfacing the right forms at the right time for data capture, and automating tasks behind the scenes, such as automatically sending email notifications when a particular case moves from one stage to another. Also allowing quicker searching, both external and internal within the article knowledge base within CRM, and also launching applications, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Another thing that they found was necessary is the ability to set up sessions so that you can quickly switch between cases. All right. If you get an interruption on one case or a pause on one case, you can switch to another case and work on that and then switch back, and we'll show you that in a little bit. The other thing too is that again, no system is an island these days. Service reps needed access to other enterprise applications within the organization. For instance, shipping information. Somebody calls in and wants to know what the status of their order is. Where the heck is this? They can integrate and from the desktop drill into the get information out of an ERP system. Okay, for if the product was shipped and tracking information if need be. So, and last, like I touched on before, is to allow business analysts within customer organizations to be able to create agent desktops. And even more importantly, to be able to quickly update and maintain those and change those as business needs change over time, instead of having to go to and use a development team. So on that quick overview, I'm going to go into the demo here. Okay, this is the landing screen for Unified Service Desk. Real quick review of the navigation here. So we've got a dashboard here, which you're looking at. They've also got a My Work section, and just a list of active cases, and then a search capability too, which we'll demo in just a little bit. So going back to the dashboard here, This is a dashboard again that's completely configurable. This is in CRM. This is surfaced, right from the CRM application itself. This is created there, maintained there, and surfaced from there. And they have a couple of, they have your charts here, a number of built-in charts. What's new in the middle? If you're familiar with CRM dashboards, this should all make sense to you. And then they've added a couple of case resolutions by day, and a couple of other charts here of cases by priority by day, and the veritable My Activities, which is put on almost everybody's dashboard, no matter what your role. So it's just a quick, brief run through of that. What I also wanted to point out too is I already have a session open here. This is a session that service rep was working in. He's got a case here that he was working, and he was in Bing trying to search for a little more information on this case to resolve it. So now let's talk about what would happen if a call comes in. All right, he answers the phone, goes over to here and searches, trying to identify who the caller is and see if they're already in the system. He can jump to the search here and look by account name or company name, or look up by contact. And in this case, let's say it's Mr. Glenn. All right, so you can go here and search, bring up Glenn's contact information, Jim Glenn, and quickly verify that this is indeed the individual that's calling on the phone. And if you notice here, it just created a new session for Jim, while keeping Paul out there. Now I want to show you some of the characteristics and features of the session here. The first thing is that once you've identified the contact, it will always keep that up in the some pertinent information on the contact up in the upper left-hand corner here. Below that is a call script. All right. And this is a script that, initial script on with a little verbiage there and steps, okay, to work this this particular contact, inbound call. In this case, Jim indicated that the caller indicated that, oh, I've got a problem with my keyboard, so the service rep is right away going to start a case. And as you notice there, what it did is it added another tab to this session. All right, we still have Jim's contact information out there, and now we've got it surfaced a case, blank case record, so that Jim can start going in here and recording details of the case. So say it's so say he's got a problem with his keyboard. All right, we can also go in and start categorizing this too. It's a service recall, it's a service category. Type, it's problem, origin, phone call, etc. Okay, just start recording pertinent information. Now let's save this. And next thing I want to talk about is this little bar up at the top here of the case. This is something new in CRM 2013. In fact, this is something that only CRM has. It's a business process, okay, that is totally configurable, that identifies the stages that are required to move this case from initial contact to resolution. In this case, we got 3 stages here, and each stage can have their own steps. That if it's got a red asterisk there, it's required to be completed before you move to the next step, or you have optional. So in this particular stage, we need to identify, it's a business rule you have to identify the customer, before you move forward. We've already done that. This was automatically floated here when we by hitting this button here on the call script. That was automatically floated in, all right, when we created that from the contact record here. The other thing here, to find a case, this is if you start talking with Jim and he's indicating that, yeah, I spilled some coffee on my keyboard here. And by the way, you can start recording that, start recording notes here. But then he mentions, oh yeah, and I had problems with this keyboard a while ago too, and I called you guys about it. So what they can do is go in here, and the caller or the service rep can, and look up, do a search on prior cases, and then link this case and actually convert it. Select one of those cases here, and that will change that this screen here so that he's now working on the prior case, or continuing to work on the prior case and gathering new information, and the fact that he's still has a problem with his keyboard. So as you can see here, this walks you through, the process bar walks you through this the stages here visually. Okay, is an indication of the stages that you're in, and also steps that need to be performed at each stage. The little red flag here tells you what stage you're currently in, but you can jump back and forth, okay, and capture data for a subsequent stage at any point in time. So one thing I wanted to indicate now, or just show you now, say Jim all of a sudden gets visitors in his office from his boss's boss, and the guy above that guy too, and he asked the service rep, listen, I got to put you on hold for a couple minutes, do you mind? Service rep says no, because he can flip right back over to Paul Cannon there, and Paul Cannon's session, and again, you see the same thing here. You see the call scripts here, and I want to talk a little bit about call scripts at this point in time too. These steps in here are totally configured, and each step can have an action, as you saw when we created the case here, and also when we created a case, there was an action, or we clicked on create the case on the other side. There was an action there that automatically generated a case record, or brought a case record up to the screen and put it in the tab. So he can come back here, jump right back to what he was doing, which was searching the internet here for information on a complete overhaul, and search articles and so on. And then when Paul comes back on the phone, he can jump right back to where he left off on the session that he was working on with Jim, and continue on here. Now, just to show you a little bit more about walking through these steps here and the actions that you can put behind it. And by the way, you can build out a number of steps here. You can have 20 steps, you can have 5 steps, whatever your business process requires. And that's one of the really powerful features of this, is that you can tailor it to your call center environment and your call center business processes. So next step, Jim is going to go ahead, or the service rep is going to go ahead and start searching on keyboards won't work, and see if there's anything out there. So what this particular call script step did is it fired off an action to create a Bing task up here to allow them to search in Bing, and also a task here to, or a tab I mean, to search their internal knowledge base articles also. And he can, as you might expect, you can key in, search criteria here with wildcards, and take a look, and oh yeah, there is some information out there on keyboards. Go ahead and read it, and decide that, yeah, this is applicable to this case or not, and then go right back to the case itself. So he's At this point in time, the service rep wants to send out an email. He has enough information to send out to the individual to hopefully resolve the case. So we have another step here in the call script that automatically opens an email tab. And this is, again, what we were talking about, putting everything at the agent's fingertips here, everything they need to do their job. These steps here can also open up, you know, a window into an ERP application. You know, if it was, like I mentioned earlier in the example of needing shipping information for a particular order. So it's not limited to, you know, just Bing searches and that sort of thing. It can go to any application. So right here, when we opened up the email, as you see, it floated in Jim's name right away automatically, and it also linked it to the case, this particular email. And now there's a couple of other things I want to show you that we can do here. You can go out and attach documents if you want, but you can also insert articles in line in the body of the email. Okay, just by clicking it, and it inserts it right in there. And then here you can also insert a template. In this case, in this you can have multiple emails open, by the way, so it'll ask you a questionnaire about the email that you want. We're working on multiple emails at once. So you have a couple of templates out here that are built into the system, and you can build out your own, you know, as needed. In this case, Jim, you know, we think we have Jim's case resolved here with that knowledge base article. So we're going to mark it as closed, or select the closed template. And you know, he can go in here and also modify this. Okay. And then save it, and then send it. All right, and that goes out, and now we're back to where we were. Let's go back to the case itself. You know, sent the email, and then he can record the note here, sent an email, and then update his notes. And you know, update his notes, and then click that step off. Now, a couple of things I want to show real quick. I notice I am running out of time here. Is on posts here. Let's take a look at that. This is we see here where it automatically created a post here, indicating that you know, that anybody could subscribe to, and that there's a case that came in, you know, from Jim about keyboard didn't work again. If we go over here and look at activities, we see that here's that email that I just sent out. It was logged as an activity, and anybody that looks at the case in the future can go out here and just from right here, click this open, see what was sent out to them. And then if we look at notes over here, we see that the note that I keyed in over here, all right, has also been captured and attached, automatically attached to the case. So, you know, again, the central repository where everything revolving around the case, okay, is, you know, pops up on tabs and is captured. So one of the things I didn't show you is moving through the steps here. So we can move to the next stage. I should have done that during, or normally would do that during the search for solutions step. Let's go to resolution. We can go mark this as resolved now. Okay. And resolve the case and close the session. And to close the session here, automatically closes that session tab out at the top and brings us back up to Paul Gannon, the complete overhaul case that the service rep was previously working on. So, and there's a timer at the bottom here too that I forgot to mention that records how long the screen has been up and for you automatically. So that's just a quick run through the demo process I wanted to show you. Let's go back to the slideshow here and talk a little bit about how you can take advantage of this. First of all, a little overview slide here too. This allows multiple channel support here, by mail, phone, chat, etc. And again, all driven by the agent desktop here, okay, which is the key component of the USD. So USD, just to summarize, is set up to support our call centers with high inbound volumes of inquiries. It's capable of working with, it's both available with, integrated with CRM online and on-premise implementations. It's centrally managed, okay, all the stuff that you saw there is centrally managed from within and configured from within CRM. And tightly integrated with Dynamics CRM. In fact, it surfaces, as you saw, a lot of the same forms, UIs, and so on that you build out in CRM, and also uses the CRM database as storage. Okay, just a little bit on the configurable desktop. Again, that's the configurable UI there. The intent there is to bring the most relevant information and capabilities up front to the agent. Integration with third-party applications we talked about. Now there's other applications somewhere that usually the agent's scheduling applications, for instance, that the agents need to be able to access to go out there and find out information to work cases. There's a workflow process in the background that can automatically send email notifications to both customers or other agents. In the case of if you're reassign the case to transfer it to another agent, okay, to work, a specialist, and have it automatically, send out in a workflow, or have the workflow send out an email. And then seamless integrations across channels too, be it, and not just telephony, but also unassisted and assisted transactions. And then contextual, what that means is the ability to switch back and forth, maintaining context between sessions as the agents are juggling multiple calls and working multiple cases during the day. All right, pricing. So for CRM online, if you have a professional license, you need to upgrade to the enterprise license there, and for that you get Unified Service Desk and you get Dynamics Marketing. Now there's also another product which we're going to have an upcoming session on as soon as we get more information, but with the Parature acquisition that Microsoft consummated back in January, they are busy now integrating Parature, which is an outside, a portal, a customer portal for customers to come in and do self-service on their contacts and accounts, and also to be able to create cases, all right, that then will, end up on in a queue for the service reps within CRM. And then also go in there and afterwards look up, do their own knowledge-based searching and go out and look up status and also respond to, requests for additional information to work a case. So we're all excited about that, and that's coming up. And like I said, we'll at the end of the year, and we'll have more information on that in the session on that later. The other thing I wanted to mention too is from taking advantage of this is that we do have a demo environment set up that internally that we can go ahead and demo, and if you're interested in finding out more about the configuration capability, how that's set up, what you can do with that, the events that you can trigger on, the call scripting, how you can set that up, capability of that, and the integration with other applications. We'd be happy to talk to you about that and provide a demo of that. So, on that note, I'd like to see if there's any questions that I can answer.
Gary, we do have a couple questions that have come through. What telephone systems will this work with?
Okay, right now, yeah, a quick note on that. Microsoft does not include an out-of-the-box CTI integration with Unified Service Desk. There are third-party vendors out there, though, that have developed integrations that do work with a number of phone systems, upwards of 20 or 30, and they have listed those on some of the ones I've seen. They have listed those out there. LiveOps is probably the biggest one right at the moment. What you can do is I would recommend is to just go out there and Google Unified Service Desk and CTI, the character CTI, and you should get a whole host of things, and go and take a look at the LiveOps website to find out more information on that.
Great, thank you. There's one other question. How are desktop changes deployed?
Okay. Actually, there's two ways. When you make changes to the desktop in CRM, because that's where the management of and the setup is all done within the core CRM system. That can be pushed out from CRM to the different desktops, or if you want, it can be pulled down. Individual users can pull that down from their desktops, okay, from CRM, or from Microsoft, actually.
Okay, great. Hold on, I think there's one more. Is there a supervisor's view or dashboard showing current call volume, status, etc.? Does the supervisor have the ability to monitor a case in progress?
Yes, out of the box, there's a manager's dashboard, and there's also a service rep dashboard that can be used as starting point and tailored. What I was showing there was the service reps dashboard, and we have customers that set up numerous different dashboards for managing cases too. So very, very easy to do, and all within the tools within CRM that have been out there for some time.
Great, thank you, Gary. Again, I just want to remind everybody we will be posting this presentation and the recording on our website this afternoon. And again, if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to contact myself or John or Gary. Thanks again for joining us. Have a good day.